Hi, welcome to my workshop. I bought a few linear encoders for $4 each at an online auction to add DRO feature to my milling machine. They are also known as digital linear scales or glass scales. The first thing I did was to look for the user manual. When I checked Futaba's website, it turned out they stopped making these a decade ago. Then I did some digging about linear encoders. Usually, linear encoders have one of three output types: TTL, RS422, analog. By counting the pulses, we can measure how much it moved. I don't know the part number of the connector coupler, but for sure it's Hiroses. What do we need to know to use linear scales? For sure, we need user manual. But what if we don't have? Let's tear down and see what's inside. How to find power pins. I see 4 LEDs labeled A, B, Z, and E. I think A, B, Z stands for standard encoder output pins and E for error. I see IC named NE556. Set your multimeter to continuity mode and make sure it works. VCC of the NE556 is connected to caps plus and ground is connected to caps minus. I think we found our power pins. How to find supply voltage? Since the NE556 has wide supply voltage range, we need more clues. Let's check the other side of the PCB. We will walk through the same steps from 1 to 5. AM26C31 is RS422 line driver. This means we found its output signal type, which is RS422. AM26C31's nominal supply voltage is 5V, and VCC and ground are connected to power pins. This means our supply voltage should be 5V. How to find output signal pins? Since AM26C31 has 4 pairs of driver, let's check continuity for each output pin with cable pins. Only 3 pairs are connected to connector pins. So we found our signal pins, but we don't know which one is which signal. Next, I check continuity for each AM26C31 input pin with LED pins. Then I labeled for each output A, B, Z. I made a cable for testing output signals. I will limit the current with the power supply, so if power supply pins are wrong, this will minimize the damage. I will set to 100 milliamps. Power supply turned on and it's working. Now it is time to test the output signals. First, make sure all LEDs are working. To see output signals, use an LED and a resistor for current limiting. I will use 1 kilo ohm. Power supply turned on and it's working. Last, let's check in oscilloscope. We can see the phase shifts when we move the slider from left to right or vice versa. In next episode, I will talk about how to interface linear encoders with Arduino. If you don't want to miss it, please don't forget to subscribe. I hope you find this video interesting. Please let me know what you think in comments. Thanks for watching.